When it comes to cars, I know we all love speed with a blend of luxury, and the popular Lamborghini seems to be so many people's favorites. In this video, we will be going through every Lambo that has ever been made so far. If we miss some, let us know in the comment section. Here we go. Lamborghini 350 GT. This is where it all began. The 350 GTV prototypes definitely got potential customers excited, so Lamborghini decided to produce production cars as a result. The 350 GT introduced a more balanced design than the aggressive 350 GTV. Solid orders for the car ensured the company's survival and paved the way for future models. From Ferrari's perspective, a new competitor had risen. Lamborghini 400 GT. Lamborghini launched the first 400 GT in 1966. This car was known as either the 400 GT or the 400 GT Interim. The car was a version of the older Lamborghini 350 GT with a bigger and much more powerful V12 engine. The engineers at Lamborghini increased the stroke from 77 to 82 for a total displacement of 3929 cc. This brought over power from 270 to 320 bhp at 6500 rpm. Lamborghini Miura. Very few cars managed to change the automobile world like the Miura. It was the first true supercar. It had a radical specification in relation to common engineering of the time. The Miura was endowed with a quad-cam V12 that sat transverse and behind the drivers. Immediately, everything from Ferrari to Aston Martin looked outdated by comparison upon release. It redefined the concept of a sports car. Lamborghini Espada. The Lamborghini Espada was unveiled at the 1968 Geneva Auto Show, after Ferruccio Lamborghini demanded the creation of a proper four-seater. During its 10-year production, the Espada received several modifications. While the engine and the interior were changed with each series, the design of the bodywork remained almost untouched. The Espada became Lamborghini's bestseller from 1968 to 1978. Lamborghini Iselro. The Lamborghini Iselro was the replacement for the Lamborghini 400 GT. The 2+2 Coupe immediately highlighted Lamborghini's expertise in terms of engine output, chassis, and overall performance. Production ceased after only 225 units. Lamborghini Jarama. Think of the Lamborghini Jarama as a Lamborghini Iselro version 2.0. It had a shorter chassis to meet US standards, the main reason it was commissioned in the first place, shortened by almost 11 inches. Thanks to the excellent combination of a strong engine and luxurious comfort, it was one of the founders' favorite cars. The original GT had a V12 with 350 bhp and was followed by the GTS that had 365 bhp. A total of 328 Jaramas were built. Lamborghini Urraco. Thank the oil crisis of the 70s for the Urraco. It forced Lamborghini to build a car with a smaller engine that had better emissions. At the same time, Lamborghini was trying to grow its buyer base, and those prospective buyers wanted a four-seater that was more luxurious and comfortable. The Urraco was the first Lamborghini V8 engine with a displacement starting at 2.5 liters and later growing to 3 liters. Lamborghini also believed that adding a V8-powered model would allow the company to better compete on the same level as the Dino 246 or Porsche 911. Lamborghini Countach. The car that sat on more male bedroom walls than any other. If people were surprised by the Miura, the Countach shocked the world. Its mid-mounted 4-cam V12 engine and low, sleek, dramatic styling set a new standard for an Italian supercar. It was so unconventional, aggressive and futuristic that it cemented Lamborghini's position as the coolest maker of supercars on the planet. Lamborghini Silhouette. Known as the Silhouette P300, the mid-engine Silhouette was based on the Lamborghini Urraco. Only 53 units were built. It came at a time of desperation for the company who was struggling to survive. Ferruccio asked Bertone to redesign the Urraco P300 into a different-looking car that would boost sales. It was comfortable and got several upgrades. Lamborghini Jalpa. Known as the Lamborghini Jalpa P350, it was a natural evolution of the Silhouette and the final attempt at creating an entry-level Lamborghini with a V8 engine. Power increased, and handling was markedly better than the Silhouette, while the body was again a new design crafted by Bertone. Jalpa looked less spectacular than the Silhouette, but it was actually very in style. Lamborghini LM002. Forget the Urus, this is Lamborghini SUV. Beautish Lamborghini LM002 was a part military, part SUV, part maniac, and 100% awesome. It was dubbed the Rambo Lambo. The LM002 had with four-wheel drive, seating for 4, and more than enough room for luggage, resulting in a vehicle that could go anywhere, and one that makes no compromises, Lamborghini Diablo. The main directive for the Diablo was simple. Its top speed had to be at least 315 kilometers per hour. Work started in 1985, and the company made its biggest investment yet in a new platform. Marcello Gandini was the right person to design the Diablo. The Diablo received a modified V12 engine, still with 4 valves per cylinder, but now with a displacement of 5.7 liters and a newly developed multi-point fuel injection system. This new supercar was wide, low, and futuristic. The Diablo was produced between 1990 and 2001 and sold almost 3,000 units. Lamborghini Murcielago. The new Lamborghini, which was known only as the L147 project during development, was first unveiled during an awesome show at the foot of the Etna volcano on Sicily. It had a mid-mount V12 engine, the transmission following the manufacturer's typical arrangement with the gearbox located in front of the engine and the rear differential integrated in the powertrain, permanent 4WD with a central viscous coupling. The rather controversial styling of this new Lamborghini stirred some emotions from both owners and enthusiasts all over the world. Lamborghini Gallardo. The Gallardo is the best-selling Lamborghini ever with over 14,000 units sold from 2003 till 2013. Its entry-level Lambo was powerful, dynamic, and a true Lamborghini in every way. By using a rather long wheelbase and short overhang to both the front and rear, the initial impression of the Gallardo was rather muscular and dynamic, while retaining a compact look. The Lamborghini V10 had a 90-degree angle and dry sump to allow it to sit lower in the chassis, a seminal car. Lamborghini Reventon. The Reventon is the most outrageous Lamborghini, and some say the styling has gone too far. But that's fine since a limited production of only 20 examples will be made. The Reventon is a strong mix of acute and obtuse angles that mimic the Murcielago lines in a whole new and more frantic way. We loved it. Lamborghini Aventador. Nobody does supercars like Lamborghini. The Miura, Diablo, and Murcielago were ostentatious, aggressive, loud, and freaking fast. The Aventador was more of the same, but was different in one meaningful way. Lamborghini supercars had always been hard to drive, a little rough around the edges and known to put the driving experience second to looking good. Not the Aventador. It still retained the legendary naturally aspirated V12 engine. However, it was way easier to drive compared to its predecessors and had all the creature comforts and luxury you would want. The Aventador has been Lamborghini's flagship for over a decade, a period that has witnessed quite a few different variants. Lamborghini Huracan. The Huracan replaced the Gallardo as Lamborghini's entry-level supercar. The V10 supercar was an instant hit among enthusiasts and quickly became a bestseller. As at September 2021, Lamborghini claimed to have sold over 17,500 Huracan units in different variants. Lamborghini Veneno. Only 3 unique units of the Lamborghini Veneno were built and sold. Its design is consistently focused on optimum aerodynamics and cornering stability, giving the Veneno the real dynamic experience of a racing prototype, yet it is fully homologated for the road. Get 750 horsepower and 0 to 100 km per hour in just 2.8 seconds. Lamborghini Centenario. The new Lamborghini Centenario represents a new, extremely precious piece in Lamborghini's one-off strategy. It is a tribute to the 100th anniversary of the birth of Mr. Ferruccio Lamborghini. A total of 20 coupe will be made, probably all sold out, one of the most exclusive and sought-after cars in the whole world. Lamborghini Sian. The special limited edition model features a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 and a mild hybrid system. All told, the powertrain puts out a whopping 808 horsepower. Lamborghini Urus. The first modern Lamborghini SUV and one hell of an SUV. The Urus looks aggressive and has the right level of Lambo styling without going overboard. The Urus is powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 that is good for 641 horsepower and 627 lb-ft of torque. Performance is astonishing for a big SUV, with 0-60 miles per hour over in 3.2 seconds and a top speed of 190 miles per hour. The Urus is fully deserving of its tag as a super sports utility vehicle, SSUV. Lamborghini Sian FKP 37. Roadster. The Sian has intelligent air scoops that will deploy automatically from behind the upper side air intakes. These scoops are made of super lightweight but extremely strong composite materials and are used to capture incoming cool air and direct it over the engine and exhaust during enthusiastic driving. Lamborghini Countach LPI 804. The limited series Countach LPI 804 was launched to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the original Countach. The modern car still has the naturally aspirated V12, but this time, there's also a 48V electric motor for added boost. Lamborghini will only build 112 units of the Countach LPI 804, each priced at over $2.6 million, and yes, they have all been sold. Lamborghini Huracan STO. The Huracan STO is the most expensive variant of Lamborghini's entry-level supercar. However, what you get for that price tag is one of the wildest road cars ever made by the Italian carmaker. The Huracan STO is essentially a homologated version of the Huracan Super Trofeo Evo and GT3 Evo race cars. Lamborghini Aventador Ultima. The Aventador Ultima is the final chapter of the Aventador story, one that begun over a decade ago as the replacement for the Murci Lago. The supercar packs a fearsome punch with the trademark 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 that puts out 769 HP and 531 lb-ft of torque. Only 350 examples will be built, making the Aventador a truly special machine. Let us know which of the Lamborghini you find interesting. Subscribe and happy Lambo Day to everyone.